Hey guys, wanted to cover something here real quickly. I just replaced the blend door actuator on my 2013 F150, and if you've watched any videos, there is no easy way to do this. But I watched many videos and then kind of combined a couple of different methods to make this as quick as a process as possible. It's still probably taken me between an hour and an half to get it disassembled and installed. I've tested it, everything's working fine, but if you don't know what it is, this is the blend door actuator. This is the old one. I butchered it in the process, cut the old gear off to get that thing out. Yeah, this thing went bad. It was clicking constantly. Wouldn't allow the HVAC system to fully function, and even when I would open the door to the truck, it would click even when the truck wasn't running. So replace this, new part's good, everything's functional. So here's what I did. A lot of guys said you've got to replace. I've seen guys pull seats out, pull the console out, pull the carpet out. I didn't do that. I took the bolts out of the console, and I still have this loose, took the shift lever loose, and just disengaged the cable up here, but did not remove the cable from the gear shift selector, because I didn't want to mess with all that, but it gave me enough room to move this back out of the way. And then I saw another video where a guy had taken Sawzall and cut this vent right here, because the blend door actuator is sitting right here, which you can't get to. They say you're supposed to remove the dash, but wasn't going to do all that. So what I did was combined another method I saw where a guy had taken a Sawzall and cut the end of the vent off. So I did the same. It allowed me, let me grab a little more light, to get up in there, to get the blend door actuator out. You can see the cut that I made. It's not pretty, but it's under the dash. And when I put it back together, I'm going to add some epoxy to both sides and epoxy this back in there, and should be good to go. Now, the other thing, the connector is back here. You can't really see it, but I only have the one bolt here because the other one's completely on the other side and inaccessible. I did end up cutting, you can see right here, this tab off. So I've got it somewhere here in the truck, but I will epoxy that back on. It just is a little support here for this vent, but epoxy that, put a couple of bolts back in here for these vents to hold it in place, and then I will put the console back in place, and should be good to go. But yeah, everything's tested, everything works. I did not remove seats. I did not take the entire console out. I did not pull the carpet. I did not pull the dash. It wasn't fun, but all in, it probably took me an hour and a half to get to this point. And you know, a little bit more time to put it back together, and we should be in business. But I was not going to pay the dealership or anyone to do this. The glove box is out because I'd originally thought it was the middle blend door actuator, which is located behind the panel, behind your touchscreen and stereo, which I wasted a lot of time pulling that out. only to find that as I got it out, I came back from the parts store. When I opened the door to the truck, it was still clicking, and that didn't make any sense. So kept tracking, unplugged the one. There's another one over by the gas pedal. I unplugged that one, still making the clicking noise, and knew there was the other one down here, that lower actuator, and did not want to mess with that. I was hoping it was one of the others, so checked those. It wasn't. Didn't get lucky, but now I've got it fixed, and this is how I did it. Definitely not Ford authorized, I'm sure, but it was how I did it, and it made the process simpler. Not any less painful, but definitely simpler. Thanks a lot, guys.